Do you struggle when writing your API documentation? Does your manager doubt your skills? Or your content team is finding it difficult to onboard users or developers? Don't worry, I've got you. In this video, we are going to talk about how you can write your API documentation effectively. Not just your first one, but API documentation in general. And I'm sure by the end of this video, you will know all the challenges you are going to face and how you can resolve them and how you can improve your writing skills. So without any further ado, let's get into the video. Everyone, welcome to my video. Today we are going to know about how you can write your API documentations effectively. First of all, just a basic detail about me. I am a front-end developer and technical writer, and I've been writing for more than 3 years. I do have a question here. Do you have to be from a technical background or programming background to write API documentation? Well, not really. You just need some good writing skills and voila, you can write your API documentations. Today's agenda is to understand what APIs are with real life example, what to include in your API documentation, how you can ace your writing skills, and then my favorite part, how you can collaborate with developers, and then the toolkit. But here's a catch. In this video, you're going to see a live demonstration of writing an API. So first understand what is API. It is basically an application programming interface that is a set of protocols or rules required to operate just to let two softwares or programs communicate with each other. Okay, this is very techy definition. Let's understand this in our day-to-day life examples. So imagine you're going to your favorite restaurant, ordering your favorite food, let's say pasta, because that's mine. So you are making a request to waiter to prepare a meal for you, that is pasta. Okay, then the waiter takes it to the kitchen team where the cook prepares the meal for you. Now understand this, you are not going to the kitchen and look into the preparation, right? You are just sitting and waiting at your table patiently. And then when your food is prepared, the waiter will come back with it and serve it to you. That's how API mechanism actually works. You as a client make a request, then the server processes it, and then the API will get back to you with the response. That's very easy. It seems very easy, but it's not. Okay, there is a lot of things going behind this. Let's understand that. So whatever I'm going to talk about now is what all you really need to include in your API documentation. So the first thing is endpoints. These are basically the address. So for example, /users is a user database or a entry of all the users where you can get or access the information about them. So the users is the endpoint of the particular API. Next is method. There are a total of 4 methods, 4 common methods in API: get, post, put, and delete. Get is to basically get the data, get the entries. Put is to update the entries. Post is to create new entries, and delete is to remove new entries from your API. Okay, then headers. These are like the extra informations you need to access the API. Now the request body parameters. These are the main data which you are going to feed to the API to get some kind of response. And the next is error codes. Error codes is basically the mistakes you're going to make or your server is going to make so that you can understand what that status code actually means. So you need to specify all these things in your documentation to make sure that your user, developer, or product managers or anyone who's reading your documentation can understand that, okay, that's what I'm doing wrong or that's what is going wrong here. Before moving ahead, I want to show you a live example of how you can write your documentation. So I'm using README for this. As you can see, I've already created a project here called sample API documentation. I'm just going to show you how this works. Make sure that whenever you are writing an API documentation or any article or any blog, use examples to connect with your audience or the developers who are reading that. Okay, because examples have the power or stamina to get into the human brain very easily and make each concept transparent and flexible. So here you can see that you have an option called view, then edit, and then launch. When you're ready, you can launch your API documentation right from here. So here you just need to write the markdown. For example, let's make some changes here. Um, and then just save it and we can view it. See, the changes are here, right? This is pretty easy and you can use it. Coming back to our topic, so the next in the list is the style guidelines. Your documentation should be precise. Do not use any kind of slang language or vague language, which is unnecessary for your documentation. Make it more technical, but understandable in human specific language, right? Then scannable. Use a lot of bullet points to make your points clear and highlighted. Use examples. Use headings, proper structured tables, everything, just to make sure that your developer or user can scan through it and skim all the necessary documentation. Then example first, as I said, write examples. Developer friendly, of course. You are writing an API documentation. Your developer is going to read it. Should be developer friendly. Next is how you can communicate or collaborate with the developer. So now I know this is the tricky part. You might feel a little low while talking to developer about the API documentation or about the API itself, because he or she is going to respond in more technical terms. But you can actually simplify this. You can ask valid questions like what this API actually do and how you can magnify the use of this API, everything around it. Now, obviously, ask for example or live demo that show me how this API actually works. Ensure complex clarity. Just make sure that you know exactly everything about this API, and then you start writing. And if there are any particular specific cases about the API, make sure to know about them beforehand. This is basically the toolkit for writing your API documentation. Just look at it and search for every term written here so that you can feel confident about writing your documentation. This is just a API documentation trend in 2025. You can see most of the people or the writers are using interactive docs. 35% of people to visualize their API. And also, I've written an article, full-length article on simplifying API documentation for technical writers. You can go and read it because there are a lot of simple examples in that as well. I'll just drop a hint here. There is a car purchasing example. So you can go and easily understand what I'm trying to say. And that's it for today. Thank you for your time and attention. And I hope that now when you write your documentation, you make sure to write all the points mentioned in this video. I wish you all the best for your next documentation, and drop me a comment if you have any question regarding it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.